All right, let's be real. We've all been there, right? You're deep into a project, research is absolutely piling up, and your best ideas are scattered across, I don't know, sticky notes, random Google Docs, and like a million open browser tabs. It's organized chaos at best. Well, it looks like Google is trying to fix that for good.
Yeah, does this picture look a little too familiar? You've got your research in one place, your writing app in another, and then your creative tools are off in their own little universe. It's just this constant soul-crushing cycle of copy and paste, and honestly, it is a total productivity killer.
So what if you could just bring all of that stuff into one single intelligent workspace? Well, that's exactly the goal with Google's NotebookLM. It's their AI-powered research assistant, and it just got a massive power-up. We're talking 5 seriously game-changing new features that are designed to turn all that chaos into pure clarity. So let's break them down. Okay, first up, and honestly, this is a huge one, NotebookLM now connects directly into the Gemini app. And I'm not talking about just a simple link here. This is about completely breaking down the walls between your private, personal knowledge and some seriously world-class AI tools. This whole integration solves a classic problem we have all dealt with. You know the drill, all your carefully collected research, your PDFs, your transcripts, all your notes, they're all kind of locked away inside NotebookLM. But then all the cool powerhouse creative tools like Gemini's image generator or its app builder are living in a completely separate world. Well, the fix is actually brilliantly simple. When you're inside the Gemini web app, you just click that little plus icon, and boom, you'll see a new option for NotebookLM. From there, you can pick any notebook you want, or even multiple notebooks, and pull them right into your conversation. It's that easy. And this is where the magic really happens. You can combine sources from different notebooks, which, get this, is something you can't even do inside NotebookLM itself. You get to use the power of the more advanced models like Gemini 3 Pro, but it's all grounded in your personal research. This just opens up a whole world of possibilities. We're talking creating articles, generating images, even coding little mini apps, all based on your trusted sources. Just think about that workflow for a second. Let's say you're a content creator. You could take your notebook that's full of video transcripts, ask Gemini to whip up a blog post summarizing the key points, and then, right there in the same conversation, generate a whole set of custom images for Twitter and Instagram to promote it. You go from raw research to a finished product all in one spot. That's insane. All right, so we've seen how NotebookLM can reach out to other tools, but what about bringing more structure to the information you already have inside your notebooks? Well, that brings us to superpower number 2. Taming messy, unstructured data with the new Data Tables feature. Just take a look at this transformation. I mean, wow. On the left, you've got this raw meeting transcript. It's just a giant wall of text, a total nightmare to try and figure out what's important. And on the right, NotebookLM has completely distilled it into this clean, beautiful table with clear action items, owners, and deadlines. This is an absolute game changer for saving time. Or here's another awesome use case. Imagine you're a researcher staring at like a dozen super dense academic papers. Instead of reading them all, you can just ask NotebookLM to pull out all the key findings from every single one and organize them into a single structured table just like this. It makes comparing them so much easier. And the best part? You can export it directly to Google Sheets. Okay, so a quick heads up on who can use this right now. This awesome data tables feature is currently rolling out to people who subscribe to Google's AI Pro and Ultra plans. But, and this is great news, it's going to be available for all free users in the next few weeks, so hang tight. All right, superpower number 3. This one is for anyone out there who has ever had to present their findings visually. NotebookLM can now instantly generate full-on slide decks and really detailed infographics right from your sources. And we're not talking about just a basic summary here. You actually get a ton of control. You can turn your notes into a full presentation, and you can choose if you want a really detailed deck or just clean presenter slides with speaker notes. You can also create these amazing-looking infographics and customize pretty much everything. The length, the level of detail, it's all powered by Google's pretty advanced image model. So, what does this look like in the real world? Well, think about a student. They could upload all their lecture recordings and notes from an entire semester, and then, in just a few minutes, generate a complete visual slide deck to share with their study group right before a final exam. That is literally hours, maybe even days of work just gone, automated. Now, here's a little premium perk for the power users out there. While anyone can generate these visuals, if you subscribe to the top-tier AI Ultra plan, you get to remove the watermarks.
That makes them totally ready for any professional presentations you've got. Moving on to number 4. Now, this one isn't just a single feature. It's really a whole series of powerful upgrades that are happening under the hood that make the entire Notebook LM experience way smarter and a lot more transparent. First up is a new feature called Deep Research. So instead of you having to go out and manually find and upload all your sources, you can now just give Notebook LM a prompt. It will then act like your own personal AI agent, scouring the web for relevant sources and then putting them all together in a detailed report just for you. And the engine that's driving all of this just got a massive upgrade. The whole platform is now officially built on Gemini 3. So what does that actually mean for you? Well, it means better reasoning, better understanding of images and other media, and just overall a much, much smarter partner for your research.
And finally, Google added something they're calling the thinking UX. This is so cool. Now, when you ask a question, you can actually see the AI's step-by-step thought process in real time. You'll see it analyzing your files, checking its sources, and figuring out its answer. It's this fantastic layer of transparency that really helps you trust the final output. Okay, so we've covered a ton of new features. Let's kind of zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. What does all of this, when you put it together, really mean for you and how you work? The big takeaway here is that there's been a fundamental shift. Notebook LM isn't just a place to, passively store your research and ask questions about it anymore. It's evolving into a true, fully integrated AI workspace where you actively create things. It's becoming a single platform that can take you from that initial spark of research all the way to a finished, polished product. And yeah, this quote just sums it up perfectly. By connecting your own private knowledge base to these world-class creative tools, Notebook LM is really designed to just collapse the time it takes to go from that first little idea to a completely finished project. It's all about getting you there faster. So if you thought this was cool and you want to stay on top of more updates just like these and learn some really practical AI workflows you can use in your own projects, you should totally come join our free school community. It's called the Amplify AI Workshop, and it's where we share all the latest and greatest stuff. So there you have it, a quick look at the new superpowers packed into Notebook LM. It really just leaves me with one final question for you. What's the very first project you're going to supercharge with these new tools? Seriously, I'd love to know. I can't wait to see what you all create.